Seven Trading Systems for the S&P Futures is a book that I've had on Amazon and had on my website for since 2010. So it's been around a while. We're approaching 6 years now, and we're going to take a look at some walk forward results of this book, as well as it's also in NinjaTrader. I have the code for NinjaTrader. I haven't advertised that on here very well, but you can get the book for $39.95, or you can get the book plus the code for $100. And so I'm going to show you that now, and you can see the walk forward results as well, and we can have a discussion on that. So taking a look, here's gap fills. I put all the gap fills in the same windows, so we're going to look at the performance for each. Gap fill 1 has a great walk forward result. Taking a look at that, expand this window out and do it on currency. And so really nice results, really nice equity curve. The average trade profit is pretty high, $46. We do not include slippage and commission in this, so you have to consider that. Some of that will be reduced when you take out slippage and commission. So this has been an excellent walk forward result for gap fill 1, considering that the book was released back here in January of 2010 time frame, right here in this time frame. So really good walk forward result. And then we take a look at gap fill 2, and it hasn't done as well. It hasn't done terrible, but we're going to take a look at it. It's kind of degraded. This one doesn't have a profit target. Gap fill 1 does, and so in this kind of a market, a profit target works better. And so here you see the equity curve, and it's done poorly most recently. It's traded less, but recently it hasn't done as well. And so there are the results for gap fill 2. And then gap fill combo, which is a combination of gap fill 1 and gap fill 2. One of the important things you want to learn about this is if you want to learn how to code your own strategies in NinjaTrader and C#. The open code is included if you purchase the code for this. You have to purchase the code to get the open code for NinjaTrader and or any of the platforms, TradeStation or MultiCharts. But let's look at the combination. You learn how to combine strategies as well. Pretty neat. So overall, the combined results, you see $40,000 in gap fill 1 and $9,000 in gap fill 2, and then you combine them. They both would never trade on the same day because of the rules, and so it's easy to combine them. And here is the combined equity curve for that. Again, this is released in this time frame right here. So it's had a profitable walk forward result, while gap fill 1 is the signal that's worked the best, and that alone is definitely a deal on the book. And then gap fill rank, it trades much less frequently. It compares other stock index markets. On this, we're just comparing the E-mini mid cap. So take a look at it. Expand this window. I like to go to currency, so you can see the average trade profit, and then look at the graph. So it trades much less frequency, and you can compare other markets. We're only comparing the E-mini mid cap in the data series below it and in the inputs, but you can compare E-mini Dow, E-mini Nasdaq, E-mini Russell, or all a combination of those as well. And you can read more about that strategy in the book. And so that is the gap fills. Now I'm going to pull up the gap continuation. This is gap continue 2 bonus. There is 3 gap fill strategies, and there are 4 gap fill strategies and 3 gap continuation strategies, and we just go with the last one since it's the best, and it's a cumulative result of the other 2. And so we trade gap fill 1 and we trade gap continuation 2B. And so this book was designed in 2010, and it's still relevant today. And so it's been a good walk forward test. You take the winners and you run with them. This book was released in this time frame right here, and you see the walk forward results. Average trade profit much higher, $85, and most of it has been, there's twice as much profit on the short side as on the long side. So I highly recommend, if you want to learn how to trade, if you want to learn how to code strategies in a platform, is to use other people's examples. And a lot of times you might get examples, they may not work that well. Trading systems may not work that well. I've bought books that the trading systems didn't work once the book was released, but I learned a lot from the coding. And the benefit of this is this book's been around 6 years, and it does have a good walk forward test on several of the strategies. And so you have the benefit of strategies that do work since the book's released, and the coding capabilities to learn from the coding capabilities. But you can find that under ebooks, 7 trading systems for the S&P futures. I also have the ebook algorithmic trading systems, which is something that I released at the end of last year. I haven't talked much about. I'll talk more about that later. But today I just want to focus on 7 trading systems for the S&P futures, and you can read more about that here under ebooks on my main site, and you can scroll down. You can read about it. You can get the book on Amazon, but you have to purchase it through me if you want the ebook plus the code for, and this is going to say NinjaTrader, multi-charts, and TradeStation code. So that's the update for today. That's what I want to share with you. Let me know if you have any questions, and hope everyone had a good Easter.